x minus 20 is it, which is equal to negative 11 over x minus 1. And then we're going to simplify the numerator of the fraction, so we will get so we make it in form of general form of the quadratic equation. So when we take this whole thing to here, we will get 11 12x squared Hey guys, it's Mathematics YT. Today we are going to solve an equation. Well, if you guys want to improve your skills on solving an equation, and this is the video that you want to see, please pause for a while and then try it for yourself. Let's start solve the equation. Now the first step we need to do is we actually need to simplify this expression. How do we simplify? We will equate these two denominators of these two fractions. So how we are going to do is we're actually going to multiply the denominator by x plus 5, and then to maintain the value of this fraction, we also need to multiply this 5 by x plus 5. And then same here, we need to expand here by x minus 4. And so here we will also get x minus 4 because we want to maintain the same value. And then we will start to simplify, so we will have 5 times x plus 5 minus 4 times x minus 4 over x minus 4 times x plus 5 is equal to negative 11 over x minus 1. And then we expand and simplify the numerator of the fraction and then expand by this denominator of the fraction. So we will have 5x plus 25 minus 4x plus 16 over x square minus x minus 20, which is equal to negative 11 over x minus 1. And then we're going to simplify the numerator of the fraction, so we will get x plus 41 over x squared minus x minus 20, which is equal to negative 11 over x minus 1. And what we are going to do is we cross multiply, so we will get x plus 41 times x minus 1, which is equal to negative 11 times x squared minus x minus 20. Then we expand both of these expressions. So we expand here, we'll get x squared plus 40x minus 41, which is equal to negative 11x squared plus 11x plus 220. I write this down, so 220. And then we're going to take all of these expression to go here, because we need to solve the quadratic equation. We can realize that we have a 2, they have a 2, so I can conclude that this is a quadratic equation. So in order to solve a quadratic equation, we need to take this whole expression to the another side of the expression, and then we add and subtract, so we will make it in form of general form of the quadratic equation. So when we take this whole thing to here, we will get 11 is 12x squared plus 51x minus 261, which is equal to 0. And then since 12, 51 and negative 261 are all multiples of 3, so we can factorize the 3 out. So we get 3 times 4x squared plus 17x minus so we will get 4x squared plus 17x minus 87 times 3 is equal to 0, and then we can divide by 3, so we will have 4x squared plus 17x minus 87 is equal to 0. That's the final product of the general form of the quadratic equation. So I'm going to take this equation, and then we're going to use all of these 3 methods to solve the quadratic equation. So quadratic equation, we need to solve it. We have 3 methods, which is factorization method, perpendicular square method, and the quadratic formula method. Well, if you guys didn't see my solving quadratic equations tutorial for all of these 3 methods, please check it. So let's proceed to factorization method. Let's solve this quadratic equation using the factorization method. Now, if you know how to solve this factorization method, well, here's how is it. So we'll write down this equation first. And then we will try to factorize this whole thing out by using cross multiplication method. So we will have this thing, negative 87, then here's 17x, and then here is 4x squared. We write x. Well, so I have my calculators right here, because there's a possibility that I can have 4x times x or 2x times x. So let's find the factors, or find the factors of 87. So we will have 87 can be 1 times 87. I have calculator right here, so it can be 3 times 29. So after I calculate using my calculator, I can find out that these are only the factors of 87. So we will have these 2 possibilities, but which is possible? So after using some hard calculation, which is I use by calculations in my mind, I can realize that I need like 4 right here, and then I have 3, and then I have 29. Well, I need to put this negative right here, because when I cross multiply, we will get negative 12x, and then we will have 29x, which you will get 17x, because 29x minus 12x is 17x. So we have done factorizing the expression. So let's rewrite down the expression in form of multiplication. So we have 4x plus 29 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then we have 2 possible expressions. we have 4x plus 29 is equal to 0, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. We know that x is also equal to 3. And what about here? 4x is equal to negative 29, and then x is equal to negative 29 over 4. So the solution for this quadratic equation is x is equal to 3 and negative 29 over 4. So let's try to solve this quadratic equation by using the completing the square method. So if you guys see my video about solving this completing the square method, you will realize that this method takes the longest compared to quadratic formula and the factorization method. And the quadratic formula method is the fastest way to solve the quadratic equation. So let's proceed with this method. So let me write down the quadratic equation once again. And then what I'm going to do is we need to divide the value of a, because I want to make the a is equal to 1. If it's not equal to 1, I need to divide the same term of here to make a is equal to 1. To make the current value of a is equal to 1. So we will go to divide by a, divide by 4, so we will get x squared plus 17 over 4 x minus 87 over 4, which is equal to 0. And then we will draw some tiles. So we have x, so we get x squared, and then plus we have rectangular tile, and we have 17 over 4. We have x minus a random random rectangle tile, which I don't know but how do we gotta draw, but we know the area of here is 87 over 4. This is equal to 0. And then what I'm going to do is we need to divide this rectangular tile by 2 equal sections. So we will have 17 over 8 and then 17 over 8. And then we're going to transfer these 2 tiles to here and these tiles to here respectively. So we have this, and then this cancel out. And then we have known that the length of it is 17 over 8, and then 17 over 8. And then we are going to find the area of this small triangle right here. And then don't forget we need to also add this small triangle right here, because if we add something to one side of the expression in the equation, we need to also add something same with the side that you put, because if you just put here in one side, the value of this whole equation will not be the same as you evaluated. So the area of this small triangle, which is equal to 17 over 8 square, which is equal to 289 over 64. Now what I'm going to do is we need to rewrite down the equation x squared plus 17 over 4x plus 289 over 64 minus 87 over 4, which is equal to 289 over 64. Why? Because I have drawn this small triangle, because if I add here, I need to also add here also. Then we try to take this to there, then we just focusing on this side. So we will have x squared plus 17 over 4x plus 289 over 64 is equal to 289 over 64 plus 87 over 4. And then we need to factorize this down, and then we don't need to use cross multiplication method because we have already know that this whole expression is actually focused on this big square. So I can conclude that the length of here is x plus 17 over 8, and when I times here x plus 17 over x, we will get this. So x plus 17 over 8 square, which is equal to, we need to evaluate here, so we will get 1681 over 64, and then we will try to square root, so we will have x plus 17 over 8, which is equal to plus minus square root of 1681 over 64, and then we will simplify this down, so we will get x plus 17 over 8 is equal to plus minus 41 over 8, and then we now try to solve. So x is equal to negative 17 plus minus 41 over 8. And then if we try to separate this, we will have x is equal to negative 17 plus 41 over 8, and then x is equal to negative 17 minus 41 over 8. So this value we will get 3, and here we will get 29 over negative 29 over 4. Oops. I just need to write here down. So x is equal to negative 29 over 4. So in this messy completing the square method, I can also find the solution of the quadratic equation. So the solution of the quadratic equation is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 29 over 4. So let's proceed to solving quadratic equation using the quadratic formula method. Well, quadratic formula method is the easiest way to find the solution of a quadratic equation. Well, if the question didn't ask you to use any quadratic use any method to solve a quadratic equation, so I suggest to use this because it is the easiest way and is the fastest way to solve. So let's solve this quadratic equation. So we have 4x squared plus 11x minus 87 is equal to 0, and then we are going to substitute this coefficient value. So the general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, but to make x as subject formula, so we will have negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. And then if you guys didn't see how I prove the quadratic formula, please check the video. So so on this quadratic equation or quadratic formula, a, b, and c are the coefficient value of x squared, x, and a constant. So let's substitute this whole thing. So we can know that based on this quadratic equation, we can know that a is equal to 4, b is equal to 11, and c is equal to negative 87. And what I'm going to do is I actually need to substitute all of these values to here. So x is equal to negative 17 plus minus the square root of I make a huge mistake, guys. This is not 11, it's actually 17. So negative 17 plus minus the square root of 17 square minus 4 times 4 times negative 87 over 2 times 4. So x is equal to negative 17 plus minus, if you try to solve this, we will get 1681 over 8, and then x is equal to negative 17 plus minus 41 over 8, and then we break up this expression because we have plus minus, so we have negative 17 plus 41 over 8 and negative 17 minus 41 over 8, and then we can find that the value of this operation is 3, and then here we will get the negative 29 over 4, and then we can also get the value of this quadratic formula, which will have x is equal to 3 and negative 29 over 4. So guys, we have found the solution for x for this equation. So the solution for x of this equation is x is equal to 3 and negative 29 over 4. Well, if you guys want to do more quadratic equation solving like this, please let me know down in comments. Thanks for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time in another video.